throw right away. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Here we go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a dump off here complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there. 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after getting up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they'll get him down at the 34. He's going to be short the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 15 yards there for number 15.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Burrow will throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Eagles had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And Burrow going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 39, Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Come on. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to see their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually hard to throw the ball in those situations. You throw that tight coverage, you see what happens. It's hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2, and it's going to bring it up on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. For the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 90. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick 1st down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 5-point game. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow on play action. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
From midfield now, Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
19-7.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Well, right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive game.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Here he goes. It's second, a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Sanders.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down. Now it's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, a run was strong.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, that got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. What a great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 4. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Only able to gain a couple there. And 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. He is going nowhere. He is in front of him. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Okay, break. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hand.
Ready,
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Offensive plays offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Parks. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious. Touchdown, Packers!
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught. Cooper. They find some. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter. What we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here. And now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. But he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Pierre Strong, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight though on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a give to Dobbins. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
One chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Packers first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Able to complete this to Chenault. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Burrow. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, he's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete.